Hello, everyone, and welcome to a stream of The Outer Worlds, where it's gonna actually be a thing. Here, let me just get this on, okay? Let's hope for the best, shall we? Hmm. Okay, so, yeah. Seems like we got a fair bit to do, don't we? Should be fun. AMD Ryzen Radeon. Well, it's good to know some things still work. Okay, hold on. Just trying to get this going in the moment. Let me see. Check the task manager. Yada yada. Okay. Well, something's definitely in the graphics. How about I just fix that for a bit, okay? One sec. Okay, it's a lot less of the munch. Cool. Alright. Well, we can take that with perfect. More or less. Let me just see here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna gear ourselves a nice shot, aren't we? Well, in fact, hold on a sec. Let me see here. Okay, that ought to do. Sorry about that. I was trying to optimize the thing to make it work better, you know, in that kind of sense. Okay, so with everything sorted, maybe now we can just go ahead and play ourselves some of The Outer Worlds. Okay, let's see. What the hell do we do here? Okay, click on normal. By the way, let me know if the game is too loud of any sort. I'll try and tone it down whenever I can.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Huh? Sorry, that made me laugh. Wanted by board games? What?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Interesting. so we just need to, sort ourselves how? Let me see. Yeah, I just kind of made myself an all-rounder there. I might end up getting good with melee. Who knows?
I hope we haven't lost that silver tongue to frostbite.
Well then. Let's see, sneak. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sense of those things. Let's go for
You
stuff.
certainly know your way around a Mac pick.
Okay. Well, that'll help a fair bit. Okay, press that. Let's see, what's next?
Good. I might require you to push a few buttons.
Well, you're hearing it here. Let's see, science, one-handed melee. You know what? I'm fine. Okay, so here comes the bit where we have to fill with a face affair. Okay, set this here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this guy to look like me as much as possible. Interesting chromia. Sorry, it's just, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. Yeah, well, it doesn't seem like I can figure out much with that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Maybe. Hold on. It's a little close to my hair. Oh, hold on. This one seems a bit more close, actually. Cool. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I was sneezing like a crazy madman there. Yeah, problem with that little design. Yeah, let me see. Will this do? Yeah, that might ought to do. Yeah, she can go for a full beard. Yeah, well, as much as I like to, I shaved recently. Alright, so that there. Who knows when I'll need it. Okay, features. Let's see if we can get ourselves some scars. Shall we? Jeez. Jeez, I could look old as shit like that. What's this? I could look like a frickin' tribal guy. Oh. Alright, well, if I want to look bruised all the time. Okay, here we go. Set the name here. Okay, well, should be all good here. Well, we're talkative and sneaky, so there's a bit of that at least. I'm good.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Huh, only had like one bullet in and it kind of scratched one of the engines. That's not so bad.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 9%. Skip drive.
Shit.
evaporated.
Huh?
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
He sees that bad luck with a bit of tech there. You know, it's just like, okay, turn on. Turn on. Turn on. Turn on. Yeah, it's funny. Sorry, it just makes me laugh sometimes, you know.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Well, seems like we're on a bit of a hero journey, aren't we? Alright, and here we are.
Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Okay, so squish he went. Alright, so here we are in the world of, whatever this is. Hold on, let me see. Okay, it looks like the frames are fine in the actual stream itself. Alright. Well, we're on the little plus side here. Oh, we can jump over obstacles for one. Okay, hold on. Let me just fix the mouse settings. It feels a bit sluggish. Okay, set to a decent 35. Okay, it's a little bit loose. Hold on. Oh. Oh, what is that? Sprat. Well, that's that creature running off. And this is how the sprint. Alright, cool. Marauder thug and... Okay, while sneaking, use tall grass, rocks, or other cover to hide from... Oh boy. Ooh, Jesus. Jesus. Enemies are going about like crazy mad beings. Alright, there we go. Oh.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Okay, what the hell was that? Okay, let me just... Oh, my leg. Okay, what the hell was that? Or the armor thing.
Hey, you, come here.
Oh boy.
You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Alright. Okay, let's see. How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
Alright. What's this about marauders? Wait, hold on. You're hiding in a cave and you blocked off the exit. You're as good as dead. That's rude. Okay, hang on.
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Alright, let's see. Sorry, it's just all these options. Let's try persuade, shall we?
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time.
Okay, let's see if we can find out where we are.
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
Okay.
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Alright, well, let's head off, shall we?
Damage my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell?
Poor Phineas. Whoa. Hibernation complications detected. Tactical time dilation. Let's see. Press Q to activate it. Due to complications stemming from being revived after extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the TTD button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TT meter very slowly, while moving and attack drains it faster. Interesting. Oh boy. You didn't get me that easy. Alright, well that's actually pretty cool. Let me see. So, it's possible to dodge like that. Okay, hacking picking locks. Your hacking lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts. Bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break security, you'll see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it'll take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. Promising. Okay, just let me, I don't know, pick some shit up, I guess. Okay, one little pick here. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, let's see. Take care of our TNO weapons and they'll take care of your enemies. Weapon management, everyone. For two-handed, its DPS is kind of low. Alright, there we go. Found a new weapon. Switch buttons to rotate between what you have equipped in the inventory screen. Okay. Interesting. Oh. Wait, did I just... Oh shit. Oh god, I didn't mean to... I didn't mean to blow up his entire body. Jesus. Oh god. I'm not gonna lie, I legitimately didn't mean to do that. Goodness gravy. Let me see. Armor management, yada yada yada. Okay, there we go. I put on the helmet. Cool. Okay, let's see. What else are we gonna do? Okay, well, without the you know, Fallout's pause ability thing, you know, it does that whole slow motion shit.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Just killing some shit, mate.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Well, I'm sure the pilot's dead. Let's see. Let's see. I already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed, so I heard. Okay, press 2.
Really? How is he?
Let's see, he'll make it.
Shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from off-brand physicians. We'll see him back to Edgewater, just as soon as I cross these marauders off with the swift, cost-efficient fury that's made Spacer's Choice the most trusted brand in personal defense. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Alright, let's see. Persuade 5. Lie, intimidate. Alright, let's do number 1. This is more calming.
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Alright, well, I have some backup here. Oh, Jesus. Well, Private Kimball's dead. Jeez. Well, that didn't go great. Well, all I could do is just give, you know, sympathy. Alright. Hey, mate, wait.
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Well, I mean, you know, we sort it all out. So I guess that means we can just go inside and see what for what, shall we? By the way, just to let people know, this is the Xbox Game Pass for PC version, not the Epic Games one. You can fast travel locations
Please
you have a
be
long
informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
Okay.
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
Well then. Let's see. What are you gonna do? Self-destruct?
Gesture procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarded parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hang on. You realize
You
we're
are
on the ground,
still
right?
here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Oh, is this Hawthorne ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Let's see. Hawthorne was supposed to meet me when I landed. Yo, may as well say that, right? Because, you know, just saying, you know, Hawthorne's dead may be, you know, well, that may as well be the truth.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
Okay, let's see. I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne or you can't fly. May as well say it.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Alright, let's see. Engineering 5, I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in the garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
May as well. Yay, I got it, thanks. Captain Harful of the Unreliable. I like it. Knock it off with this Captain Hawthorne nonsense. That's silly. Okay, number 1.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Anti-Cleo management training. Skill improvements. You look like a fucking man. Every time you level up, you earn skill points to spend improving your skills. Spending a skill point on the core mainly improves all the specialized skills. Yada yada. Huh. Okay, every 20 points it works. Alright. Congratulations, you have gained enough spirits to go up a level. Open your character ledger and advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, give your points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to a new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. Alright, cool. So, let's see what we can do, eh? As an auto mechanical. Huh. Let's see. Pickpocket, steal from humans while sneaking. Yeah, I should probably get like the tech and stuff up. There we go. Okay, what's next? Okay, set those points up and yep. Alright. Well, now we got some stuff up. Cool. Now for perks. Selecting perks. Welcome to the perk selection. On the screen, you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk to spend every perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting a flaw. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. I want you to be your best to help her be the very best. Okay. Let's see. 1 perk point. What do I want? Base armor rating, companion crit chance, weapon, armor durability loss, sprint speed, walk speed, damage when alone in party. Oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna spend that. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that's some tiers up. It's too early to tell whether this employee is competent or not. Oh boy. This is gonna be weird, ain't it? Okay, so we're currently neutral and stuff. Stranger in a strange land. On the screen, you can see information on your active and completed quests, as well as change your currently active quest. Okay, well, I need to be right back for a bit, because I need to go to the toilet, but I'll be back soon. Hold on. Oh well, sorry about that. Yeah, I was just making sure everything was all nice and working, you know? Let me just get Outer Worlds back on, and here we go. Curious. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna, you know, go about and stuff.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
Let's see. Let's see, you got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector. Let's go ahead.
Oh, by Allah. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Alright, T. Well, take care. Jeez. This may end up getting a little bit silly around here. Alright, well, I guess we're just heading to, yeah, wherever the next quest is. Sounds like this will be a lot of fun, eh? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try something, okay? Hang on, I'll just be looting your mates. Hey. Hey, you watch it, okay? Headshot. Okay, well, I will admit, I don't know how this whole thing goes exactly. But I certainly don't fuss about it. Okay, so that's how you melee. What happens if you press the melee button? Okay, so it's all the same to to this and that. Alright, fair enough. Okay, so this game won't have me find any suspicious goons. But you know what? That's fine. That's all fine. Just as soon as we get from one place to another, I'm happy. Alright, sup mates.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
Let's see, I'm just passing through, my pod crashed on the hills back there, and how do you know I'm not a Marauder? Let's do a pod crash.
Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Okay, let's see. Let's see, never got your name.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Alright, cool. Who do I talk about? Pararegulator. I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here. This place looks like it's falling to pieces. Junior in humor. Fancy title for a gravedigger. By the way, I said the digger. Because, you know, you dig and stuff. Let's see.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Let's see. Do I want it? Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. You're making people pay for their own graves? Why don't you collect these fees yourselves? Hold on, let me ask if the whole grave thing.
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Alright. Let's go and collect the fees then, shall we?
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Alright. Why is he a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Okay, where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Alright. Let's see, the quest tracker displays stuff for active quests. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and get stuff done, shall we? This will be fun. Okay, wish me luck, folks. Right, into Edgewater we go. You can transfer items into containers that you find on the ship or elsewhere in the world. Okay. Well, I'll admit, this is quite interesting so far. Spacer's Choice Cantina, discover the... you know, could just imagine, like, you know, you're just hearing a tune where it goes like... You know what I mean? Okay, let's go ahead and head on up, shall we?
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Okay.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Okay. Hey, Reed. I was told I should talk to you.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me. Uniform, what are you talking about? I don't work for Spacer's Choice. Let's see, wrong idea.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Oh? Alright, well, let's see. I guess you want me to do something for you before you help me. Okay, how about let's hear it?
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Alright, when you say mostly abandoned, what do you mean? Yeah, I might as well ask that.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Let's see, you mean Marauders? Hang on, don't think they'll take kindly losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Okay, let's ask why.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Alright. Damn, we could just sass. Anyway, let's say, how can I help?
My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
Alright, okay, let's see. How will we recognize her?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
Okay. The workers must have left town for a reason. Okay.
That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
Alright. Well, let's see if we can help.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Yeah, let's see. Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Well, it's nice to, you know, that this kind of feels a bit cutscene-y rather than the old Fallout-style zooming camera and stuff. CMP New Manager Seminar Companions. You have gained a companion. They are characters that will join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Companions provide combat support. Their skills enhance your skills. They increase your carrying capacity. You can unlock special companion combat abilities with the Inspiration skill. Interesting. Alright, cool. So, we have a buddy. Some people may require another quest before they assist you. Well, okay. Alright, well, come along now. So you teleport. Well, you know, I'm not exactly one to fuss about it. It's actually a good thing, too. Okay,
Hey,
seems like
mister, can we talk? Sorry. You got a minute?
sure.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
This is about deserters, so what's the other side of it? Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as honest soul. What he said seemed pretty straightforward to me. If I wanted to deal with neurons, I wouldn't be this heavily armed. Let's move. Yeah, let's go, figures.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Let's see. Can't really leave. Let's see. Let's see. Town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Alright, well, let's go ahead. Let's see. What do we need to talk to Vicar about? Flipping a switch in your power mill? Hang on, suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll
Thanks,
stop by.
mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
It's actually a cool policy. Okay, let's see here. So, let's talk about collecting money.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Let's see. Gravesite fees. I'm here to collect.
Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed in your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Wait, you have to pay for your neighbor's gravesite fees?
If you're not familiar with board law, you ought to be. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Said this guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
Wait. I thought you said it was the closest thing about a relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
What? Hang on, you can't be serious.
I'm plenty serious. In fact, I'm a little upset Eugene didn't think things through. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
What? Who's a person
Well,
on
excuse
asset?
you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
What the fuck? The hell is this kind of policy shit? Like, what the fuck? The fuck? I'm sorry, but what the fuck, okay?
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got him.
Just between us, Wilson deserted. Lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterner stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Okay, well, I see... Well, I see, things are getting a little bit shitty around
We
here.
had some better rations.
Okay, let's go in the here.
Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
You okay?
Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
Let's try perception. You want to tell me what's got you so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
Let's see. I'm here to collect your gravesite.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows.
Knows what?
I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching. And soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one.
Oh boy. Well, we may as well say that. Sorry to hear that. Hold on a sec. There's a little stuff that I want to check first for a quick second. Let's see. June's running fine, right? Okay, that's decent at least. What else is going on? What else is going on? Damn. Seems like Twitch is having a lot of people playing Outer Worlds. Yeah. Alright. Let's see. Outer Worlds, Outer Worlds.
You are? first time anyone's ever told me that. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see a way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help.
Alright. Let's see. How can I help?
There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Alright, I'll do it.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Let's see. Heath. Taking an awful risk trusting me, you know?
I know that. But I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar. I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be. Okay.
You're making a mistake working for Abernathy. Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary. I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Hang on, let's try Medical 5.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Let's try Persuade.
Alright. Here's a summary. A lot of sick people in this town, and we don't have the medicine to treat them all. Can't reach out to corporate without crossing a river of red tape, so I'm reaching out to you.
Hold on. This is strange. What happens if you click on that timer? Let's see. I get it. You need someone to... let's see. Want me to smuggle you medicine onto the table?
Something like that. Look, I'm not in the habit of law breaking, but sometimes you've got to do the wrong thing for the right reasons.
I'll think
That's
about
all
it.
I can ask of you.
Companions add to your skill checks, increasing your leadership skills, increases the bonuses they give. Really? Hold on, let me just see here, okay? Hold on. How the hell do I check? Okay, well, it doesn't seem like there's much I can do at the moment. Hold on, let me see. Let's see, long tomorrow. Oh boy. Not gonna lie, I'm not too sure on what to do around here.
Oh, I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Okay.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
Fuck. Intimidate, I can show you my hands. Relax, I'm
So
clean.
everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
What? Yes, Silas sent me to collect your dues.
Gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
Let's see. You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
Let's see. You have a very loose definition of the word prosperity.
Edgewater is built on the discipline and sacrifice of its people. Say what you will about our town, but we all pull together. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights?
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Yeah, how about we just give him an IOU?
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
Let's see. I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
Hey, then we need to collect on Ludwig's. Let's see, divert power to yada yada. Now comes power. Yeah. Alright, so it seems like we're in for a bit of shit. Hold on, is this it? Is this where we talk to the vicar?
Outside the walls today.
Nothing for us outside those walls. You ought to know that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this place is being a bit stupid. Okay, let me see. Oh, hang on. It's right in this church. Okay, let's talk to the
I've always felt weird in here.
the Vicky here.
It's too clean.
Alright. Hey, buddy.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I probably wanted to talk to you about what Reed asked us to do.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Alright, let's see. Let's see. Cut off the power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
Okay, let's see what we can advise here.
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Let's see. Let's see, is that even possible?
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Sorry, I was just picking a spot on my neck. It was annoying. Let's see. And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Why would the vicar... Let's see, a handsome sum, you say? Tell me more. Why would the vicar be after a banned heretical book? I assume you'll want to burn it once you get your hands on it. All very fascinating, I'm sure, but I've got to be going. Yeah, let's see what he's after.
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'll need to know a little bit more about this book before I can agree with this. Let's set that up.
It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
Okay, well, let's look for the book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Okay, so we got ourselves a little side quest.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit?
Okay, what's next? To the small grave matter. Okay, so now I need to go to Sias and Ludwig, yada yada. Hold on, wait, there's still Conrad. So I'll need to hold off on the job for now. Okay, the illustrated manual. Let's see what we can do here, okay? I will admit, this game is quite interesting. Let's see, the only source of protein, and busy as the worker needs. But, you know, the Emerald Town seems to be pretty fucked up. At least in my opinion. Collector's domicile. Okay, so I guess we'll just go about and try and catch that book. Sounds fun, eh? Let's see, what do we do around here? What do we do? Oh, I see that whole thing fell apart. Yep. Oh Lord. Oh. Well, I died big time there. Well, that could have gone better. Okay, let's try clicking continue and see how that goes. I'm assuming the autosave will help us out in a little bit. But oh boy though, trying to get the character sorted out and stuff. Yeah. Wow, it just only transported us right before going outside. I mean, okay. 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 So we're just gonna go ahead and make our way along. See what we can do, hope for the best, you know, yada yada yada.
Got it. Inside voices.
Yeah, always the inside voice. Hold on, let me see
Where
here.
are we headed?
Let's see. Perception. Oh, she mentioned your dad a lot, but never your mother.
That's on account of how I never met her.
Oh. How's that possible?
She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here.
Yeah, hang on. That's inhuman.
It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
You mentioned something earlier that I wanted to ask you.
You mean about the mission being too clean?
Is it supposed to be clean? It's a church.
I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass.
Let's see. Why'd you want to talk to him? Yeah, we should ask that.
The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Alright, well, let's get back to it then, shall we? Okay, so I may want to avoid the heavy armor goons, because they seem to kick my ass. I mean, it's not like I just have, like, some second person to just go about and shoot the goons with. Okay, discover the junkyard. Nice. Yeah, I'll admit, you know, the land looks actually kind of pretty. I like it. It's all, you know, it's also nice and pretty. Anyway, let's just go ahead and get to Collector's Domicile. Or Domicile. But now we got some points. Let me see. Unlock TDD location. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. Persuade, medicinal, inspiration. Okay, well, let's just get leadership up for now. There we go. C, companion 1 ability, V, companion 2 ability. Okay. Oh boy. Oh whoa. Oh. God damn it. I didn't know it was a bad town. So, you know, I just felt completely stupid when I walked on over. I thought it was, like, friendly and shit. Okay, here we go. And there we go. That'll be a nice little shot.
That's the last of them.
Well done, mate. Okay, hold on, let me just check here. Some things you could do: make your companion tougher, give them better armor, increase their determination skill, give them perks. Small percentage may have considered pristine. They have more durability and find more worth for the vendors. I mean, okay. What's next? So we got ourselves a nice old AR. Hold on, let me see here. There we go. Perfect. Hold on, I'm just gonna save here for now. There we go. Wish me luck, folks. Okay, use terminal. When life gives you lemons, consider a free trial finding your friends at Spacer's Choice. Jerry Barrel, may disagree your theories on Earth political system, Eldridge, and need to return the power. No, whatever. Let's see, I just got a letter today. Corporate ordered me to relocate to Edgewater Canary, effective immediately. It's a shame, I was really looking forward to running my own gift shop at the community center, selling rare memorabilia, but the sculpture tells us that all things happen for a reason. Work fortifies the spirit and all. And as for my book collection, I can't bear to part with it. Don't want those books moldering in some contraband locker, so I stashed them away in the cave over by the river. Huh. Well, that kinda sounds easy. Cool. Sorry, I'm just trying to, you know, find some stuff around here, cause, you know, stuff. Okay, let's see. Trespassing, lawking, illegal activities are frowned on by society. Okay. Oh. Well, I just kind of broke my legs there. Shit. Okay, let me see. Take the mock apple juice. Take that little item there. Sorry, I'm just trying to, you know, sort myself out with stuff. Evicted. Damn. Oh, always about the eviction stuff, ain't it? What can I do with this AR? What can I do with this AR exactly? Well, I'm just gonna keep proceeding until something happens. Cause, you know, plot ain't gonna much happen if I'm not careful.
I'm ready for this. Mess with us.
Use your quick melee button to knock back enemies with the ranged weapon. Give yourself some room, then shoot. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, I can see that kind of logic being, alright. Okay. Where are the things? Okay, that thing's probably explosive, so I'm probably not gonna bother with that. Let me just save here. Okay. Here we go.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, can I give you something? Hold on, can I give her something? How do I give the companion? Okay, consumables, yada yada. Modifications, general. Quests, let's see. Yada yada. Okay, what about this little thing? Yeah, that's just junk. Maybe they'll have a little sale value there. The companion ledger. Everything you need to know about your companions. You can see their skills, status, effects, and gear. Change your companion's gear, yada yada. Huh. Well, I mean, okay. Okay, decent armor. Okay, well, I just gave her a bit of, you know, that. Yeah, I can see why she prefers one gun over the other. Well, it's a base she can't dual wield. Otherwise, you know, just be like, you know, just using like 2 guns. Watch out, I'm being all Rambo and shit. Or, I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. Alright, that's all that sword. Hang on, let me take this Candid Tail. Yeah, I have no idea what, you know, a lot of these items will do, but who gives a fuck? Okay, hold on. Just gonna bring out my pistol just in case. Ow. My arse. Well, thank God I got a little blowy thing. Cool. Okay, next, open this and... Alright, got the drone back.
Where are we headed?
Yeah, hold on. You got weapon modifications, install mods at workbench to upgrade your weapons, yada yada yada. Alright, alright. I'll try and keep in mind of that later. Primal Brute. Okay, I may not like this, but what the heck. I'm gonna try it. Okay, wish me luck. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. And, wait, what's going on? Okay.
We're not getting through.
That it? Whew. There we go. Alright. Well, that's that sword. What about you? How do I heal you, though? Okay, well, bad news. I don't know what for what. Okay, well, I'm just gonna head on out of here then. Yeah, I really should have had more AR ammo. But what the heck? At least we're trying what we can, you know? Well, what are we gonna do here in Outer Worlds? Hopefully not to botch things up. Otherwise, things may end up going awkward. Okay, into Edgewater we go. You can break down armor and weapons. You don't need a yada yada yada. Alright, cool. Well, I guess we're gonna head to the Vicar. Or the Liquor. I don't know which. Okay, hello, mate.
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Yep. Got your book right here.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French! Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
What the hell? So, yeah, I don't speak fucking French. Oh boy. Yeah, didn't want that. You didn't want this book to keep others from reading it. You just wanted it for yourself.
Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Then just find the French guy to figure out. Let's see. Has to be some kind of cosmic retribution. What did you think the book held secrets you were looking for?
Bokonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony.
Okay. Let's see, what's a philosophist?
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bokonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death.
Okay. Let's see, what about the bad example thing?
The story of my life. Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan for a long, long time. I had an idea that we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior. And that's how I ended up assigned prison duty, where I was fool enough to let an inmate bend my ear with stories of an original Bokonu journal. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew.
Might as well. Let's see. Could be a beneficial arrangement. You need to ride out of town? I wouldn't mind the ship hand. And then there's what's in it for me. May as well just say.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument really. I'm also a passable gun hand if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well.
That's all part of your Vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my penitentiary term. Left many an opponent bleeding in the prison yard.
Huh. Are you even a vicar? Because you aren't sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling. More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan. But instead, I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics. Then I came here. Satisfied?
Alright, let's go then.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain, whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Alright. Reputation with factions have changed. If enemies are hostile but your reputation isn't kill on sight, leave it for a few days will calm things down. Alright, hold on. Let's just get some points in, shall we? Sorry, I'm just trying to make sense of most things at the moment. Dodge, block. Stagger or attacker? Okay, there we go. Okay, time dilation location hits. Hitting enemies in different location during maims or cripple those body parts. Try different locations, see various effects. Alright, cool. Let's see, what's next? Let's see, higher maintenance, companion crit chance, blade armor rating, additional ammo stock on vendors, carrying capacity, base health, physical time dilation, companion kills, minus vendor prices. Let's go for the base health, shall we? This will help us survive a little more, you know?
Something you need?
Okay, well, doesn't seem like she needs any of the kudos talk. At least of some form. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can have a little chat with Conrad for the moment. Okay.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit? I'm not holding out.
Had your rations yet?
Yep.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Let's see. Medical. Sounds like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if you trained at medical school.
Experience was my teacher. Experience, and so you want to be an embalmer. Brochures 1 through 5. Courtesy of the Spacer's Choice Department of Career Development.
Okay, got some questions.
Go ahead.
You seem pretty enthusiastic.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
Fair enough. What do you know about the
plague? The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Yeah, why don't you treat
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose idea was that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
Okay, well, that ain't helping. Conrad, receptionist shot himself. This is bad. Company's gonna have to call for what is destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on. Before I do anything, hey, what's up? I'm just going about and doing stuff. Don't mind me. Okay. Well, I will admit, some things are a little bit fucky around here. Using your stealth skills unlocks sneak attack for bonus damage, yada yada. Okay. Seems like we still got ways to go. I still need to talk to Ludwig. Hold on. I'm just gonna head to Ludwig for a bit and see what I can do, okay? So, what do we do? What do we do? And there goes my legs. They're gone. They're fucking gone. Legs are dead.
When I was little, we'd get...
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses.
What?
You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
What the fuck? What are you babbling about?
The war! The coming apocalypse! Man versus machine! I'm talking about mechanical soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Okay, yeah, I gotta watch out for those mechanics.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
Huh?
When the swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Okay, well... Let's talk about the gravesite fees, shall we?
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Okay, let's see. Let's just let him be for now. Fibbing ain't gonna be good there. I mean, it's already enough that I lied to someone before. I mean, honestly, I just didn't want to get into debt. Oh boy. Alright, so let's see, what's next? We'll need to talk to Silas about the stuff happening. You make sure everything at hand is a-okay.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Okay. Hey, mate.
Lovely to see you about, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house.
Oh.
Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you?
Alright, let's see. Let's see, we need to talk about Eugene.
Yeah? What about him?
Let's see, you first. I know you buried him.
Well, yeah. It's what I'm contractually obligated to do. What's this about?
Okay. His solid gold teeth. Could be worth something if you pulled them out.
Yeah. Funny thing, Eugene's body ain't where it's supposed to be. The night we was supposed to commend his body to the earth, I had his grave all dug up and ready, right? And so I thought, I'll just rest my eyes a bit. When I woke up, his body was gone. Spirited away, vanished. The footprints nearby suggested that Eugene was stolen by marauders. Or he rose from the dead.
Okay, let's keep an eye out for them then.
Let me know if you find anything.
Let's see, I got a question.
Yeah?
Let's see, town must be in very bad shape, lose a lot of people to marauders. Heard any news about Hope? Hold on.
Fancy threads.
Some kind of hibernation suit? You're not wrong. Yeah, the phase you
Run
want.
into any trouble?
Conrad says he can't afford the
Conrad's barbershop is a yawning pit that swallows his every bit. I keep telling him he should cut a few corners. Skimp out on the disinfectant. You gotta put the squeeze on Conrad. Find some dirt on him. Maybe check his back room.
Are you suggesting extortion, mate?
That's the word, extortion. Been on the tip of my tongue all day.
Alright, well, it seems like we gotta go ahead and take a look, just so we can get a job done. Oh boy, things we gotta do, eh? This is gonna be weird. Well, I'm not gonna lie, you know, the way policies are going is kind of terrible. Okay, what's next?
What can I do for you?
Let's see, what can we do? I know about Eugene. Why not use his teeth as collateral for your gravesite?
You know about Eugene? How?
I found a note from Phyllis.
Ben, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
I'm sure he won't miss them.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
You sure about this?
I'm sure that I have no other choice. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Alright. Let's see. I'm told Eugene killed himself. What happened?
Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life.
Oh. So the town never had to pay a penalty.
We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Alright, let's leave the conversation there. Scientist. Choice clothes. Okay, that cloth there must seem to be about Eugene. Okay. So, we're gonna head back to Silas and talk about the golden teeth, shall we? Hopefully, everything will go well. Otherwise, things may go fucky. Okay. Silas, I really hope that you don't screw me over with this.
Grave digging's a fine profession. Always work to be had, and nary a word of complaint out of your clients.
Alright, let's see. Hey, about those fees you want.
Run into any trouble?
Let's see. I'm all done. Paperwork, fees, and signatures.
Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to.
Okay, Abernathy.
Abernathy was sick? With the plague? That's disgusting. I shook hands with the guy.
Yeah, isn't that why you want me to collect his fees? Let's see. He was convinced you knew.
What? No. If I knew he was sick, I would have had him reported. I needed his fees because of his name. A, for Abernathy. He was at the top of my list, you see?
I went out of my way for you.
And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Alright, well, there we go. I'll hold you to it. Goodbye. Okay, so, you know, drinks and stuff. Okay, Botanical Lab, the long tomorrow. Okay, we need to get that cache of medicine.
I used to skip rocks in the river till Constable Reyes ticketed me for unlicensed terraforming. I think she was jealous. She don't know how to skip rocks her own self.
Well, tell me, what kind of shit town is this? Okay, well, it seems like I can't talk to her too much. Well, it's still a game. I mean, not everything's perfect on the flow of movement. And that's fine. Weird-ass creature. Okay, so we're still exploring this little planet here. Although I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, you know, having to do something for Edgewater and Emerald Vale. I mean, I gotta admit, you know, town's pretty shite. Alright. Here we go. So we're gonna try and get the cache of medicine, and then later we're gonna try and get down to, you know, get to the, Marauders.
Heard something.
Inside voices.
Okay, and pop. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Everyone all right?
Alright, that. We good? Yeah, let's see. Weapon armor degrade after use, inflicting or preventing less damage than items durability with, I don't know, this and that. Fuck it. Okay, so, let's see, what's next? Ooh. Okay, I picked up a bit of a music box. That's fine. Okay, what's next? What's next? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure some stuff out. I am repair. Keep a tip-top proficiency, yada yada. Okay, I'll try and keep that in mind later. Yeah, magazine size 24 heavy. Seems like it's definitely gonna take a wee while before anything else. Okay, okay. Seriously? Okay, well, I got myself that kind of gun. Okay, light assault rifle, still uses heavy gear. That's fine, and... Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure things are working all right, you know? Still one-handed melee. Hold on, wait, let me see here. Okay, tech skills, stealth skills, okay. Well, alright, well, now I'm putting on some proper clothes. Okay, well, all should be fine as long as we keep careful. Okay, here. Open this. Bypass shunts. I mean, okay. Take all that. Get pills. Assault rifle. This stuff. Well, it seems like things are going alright at the moment. Yes. Okay. Jeez, I keep forgetting that the whole thing breaks my legs at times. And there we go. You're dead. Ah, sweet. Wow. Oh, fuck.
Everyone all right?
Okay, all's good, right? Just no more of that, please. Himmelvale Community Center. Abandoned outpost, transport wreckage, yada yada yada. Hold on, let me check here, okay? Okay. Okay, so we just need to go into the community center for a bit and... Oh, jeez, what the hell is that? Mantisaur examined. That looks fucking terrifying in a sense. Okay. Damn it. I was kind of hoping to be able to, you know, save myself a problem or two, but... I mean, does everything ignore me all of a sudden?
Wow, not even a scratch.
Nice. Okay, well, we killed that enemy quite easily. Let's see if I can kill some more just as easily. Okay. Oh boy. There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, that could have went better. At least in my opinion. I mean, it's just about every goon ignoring everything right now. Okay. Inventory, let's see. Yeah, assault rifle, it's still heavy and stuff. And any other. Okay, Pavarotti, let's see. Here, you're probably gonna want this. I mean, as much as I like to use that weapon, it's a level 7. Yeah, that's the weakness around here. Okay, what's next? Okay, it doesn't seem like it has a stealth kill option. Well, yeah, like as a whole. Which kind of makes it seem a little bit weird, I will admit. Oh, vendor. Vending machines, frozen dinner, Spacer's Choice. Spacer's Corona, light ammo. Okay, let me see. Heavy ammo, accept. There we go. Wait a minute, can I sell shit? Let me see. Hibernation suit, any other, hold on. Can I find junk? These are technically junks. And necklace makes a strong fashion statement. Look at my neck. There's something on it. A pretty something. Look at it. Sorry, I was just, you know. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, good on ya. Sort of. Okay, hold on. Just let me, deal with some things here. Sorry, I was just thinking about some things. $54. Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to deal with some, the more heavy things at the moment. Okay, there we go. So I'm just gonna keep going along until I figure some stuff out. Okay, it's one of those bypass, shivvy shivs. Okay, if I'm gonna get anything done, I'll need to get rid of some of the goons.
Right, here we go. Don't mess with us.
Oh, there we go. That was I actually made quick work of the enemy there. Okay, hold on. Just take weapon parts. Okay, so I guess handling whatever else is around here is gonna be quite simple. Oh boy. Jeez, I am not gonna like this.
Here we go.
Oh no, you don't.
Got him. Here goes nothing.
Oh, and yes.
Nothing personal, I swear.
All right, well, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I'm liking how Outer Worlds is playing out. It reminds me of Fallout, but it's quite fun. As for other things, I don't know how to feel about them. I mean, you know, right now I'm just enjoying the game. But you know, if people want me to give like a proper critical review, then I don't know what. I mean, you know, giving critical reviews, it's not my strong suit, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Let's see, open this, and there we go. Okay, got some experimental stuff. Pick up the stun baton. Pick up that. Like. Okay, well, I got us a little music box to boot. Okay, cool. Okay, big cartridge, yada yada. Okay. Well, let's see what we could do, eh? Encode first keycard. Keycard encoded. Thank you for using Spacer's Choice. Okay, hold on. Emerald Veil, yada yada. Okay, well, there was that stuff. I mean, I just found the first aid key room manually. Raptidon Biological Overview. Well, that looks fucked up. Jeez. Okay, Martin Abernathy, or whatever her name was. Okay, well, it seems like we just gotta go ahead and get to, you know, we just gotta get to that place. So that way we can get the power and all that kind of stuff. Hope for the best. Maybe. Probably. I don't really know. Let me just check. Character, yeah, I still got ways to go before I level up properly. I'll need to get through the ways to go before anything else. Botanical lab.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
Hello. Can I talk to you?
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Alright, let's see. Looking for Adelaide. Need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Looking for the geometrical plant. Do you know anything about it?
A geo what? Look, plants ain't my purview. You're better off asking after Adelaide. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Alright, let's see. Let's see, where can I find
Over
her?
in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Alright. Let's see. Free Jova Marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Alright. Let's see. Keep an
It's
eye
not
out.
like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere.
Okay, let's just assure her for a sec.
Appreciate it. Honest.
Okay.
I'll
Question
tell you
about
what
Zoe.
I can.
Yeah, let's see what we can figure out. Any idea where she might be
Vex
hiding?
me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already.
Looked around the room?
Little ways ago. She was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about.
Alright. How well do we know
Well,
her?
enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
Alright. You seem personable. Yeah, imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell.
Alright. Any chance you can point me somewhere specific and not just out there?
Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere.
Alright.
What is it?
Let's see. Leave her be. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we need to find out this deserter named Zoe. So, I'll need to ask for information about Zoe.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
Okay. I'm told what your team members is.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
What happened on that
Zoe
day?
and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
Well, tell me a little about Zoe.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
Alright. Well, seems like we found a little bit of info. Okay, first we'll heads down. Keep all the heads down. Must be something I'm missing. Okay, hold on. Let me just save here just in case. Okay, that's the only interactable item so far. Nope, that doesn't seem to be working. Let me just go ahead and put that back, okay?
Got it. Heads down.
Okay, so this is like Zoe's house. Examine. So that's it, and no more Edgewar for me, no more cannery, no more jumpsuits and gloves, yes ma'ams, and would you like another's. I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, but I've always hated the canary, and I don't think I'll ever have to look back on this journal many years hence. I tell myself, oh wow, I did hate the veil ones, didn't I? Because I got sick, everybody gets sick. Well, okay, I got sick and I grabbed a little too much adrenaline. Is that really a crime? I gotta treat myself when I'm sick, don't I? Whatever happened to personal responsibility and surviving by one's own bootstraps? Oh, but you misappropriate one box of adrenaline, suddenly you're committing larceny. Good news, I'm alive, starting to feel better. You got the other. Yeah, there's a group of deserters living out of the old botanical labs. They found a way to grow out some food and stuff. It's nice to be away from the cannery. Crack up murder on my neighbors, run screaming in the hills like some wild marauder. It doesn't sound too bad. I can see the lead of marauders, a band of bandits. It doesn't sound right, a band of bandits. Well, we call ourselves the Formidable 14, 100 hooligans featuring Zoe the Bandit. Interesting. I guess we gotta investigate this quite a bit carefully, don't we? Should be in the quarters. Looking forward to surprise Zoe with the other. That's like page 12. Oh, here we go. Yeah, well, today's the day, so take destiny in your own hands, but listen to Grace talk about the Marauder threat, bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living camps at the hills, warming themselves by light of barrel fires, yada yada yada. Damn it, she just deserted. Well, this ain't good. Well, guess I better have a word with Zoe Chandler. Let's get going, shall we?
What is it?
Yeah, let's see.
I'll tell you what I can.
Okay, let's see. Nope.
Well, enough to know we never got on. What is...
Okay, come on. Here we go. And there we go. Okay. So before the botanical thing, I'm just gonna head along and do something about Zoe, who's probably doing something really stupid. Hmm. Oh boy, I am not gonna like this. Come on. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Thank you. Jeez, this companion's pretty good. Alright. Ow. What the fuck? There you go. Well, I'll just take your hunting rifle for compensation. You know, for hitting me like that. Damn dick. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Set this here. Pick all that up. Pick all that up. Pick all that. That up. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to make sure I pick up all the stuff I can to use and deal with. You know, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let me check the inventory for a sec. Do I have any improved helmets? Let's see. Stealth skills +5, tech skills +5. Okay, well, I got myself some new clothes. So, let's see what we can do about Zoe, eh? Too easy. Hold on. Come on. Jesus Christ. Okay, one little slam into here. Oh, that must have at least hurt the little groupie. Okay, so I see that an exclamation mark means some form of crit. Okay, well, that's fine by me. All this to help this Zoe gal, huh? Okay. Set this over here, take a look around here and there.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, there is Zoe. Let's see,
Do what you want, I guess.
Okay, you good?
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways.
Oh boy. Hey, here's Zoe. Your people look for you.
What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Alright, I need you to clarify something for me.
I'm great at clarifying.
Are you a prisoner here?
No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit.
Okay, how'd you pull off?
I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but yeah, I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it.
Okay, how you even the line?
I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma.
Unless you went to bed with all of them.
I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them.
Okay.
I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Let's take a wee look here. Been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Alright, let's see. You should go back. People are worried.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me.
Okay, what about Stefan?
Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Alright. There we go. TNL makes the best gear for your friends and family. Companion perks. Your companion is leveled up and can be granted a new perk. Go to the companion page in your ledger and select the perk button to see the available perks. Okay. Hold on, I need to deal with the points here. Let's see, after 50. Huh. That's a little bit interesting, actually. Hold on, just trying to, you know, do stuff here. Alright, well, that's some dialogue stuff sorted. Combat lock abilities, unlock the dialogue combat skill. When attacking the correct type of target, they're automatically whatever. I can't think worth shit. Let's see, sneaky, decrease the amount of fret. Okay, we'll get the engineering skill up. Yeah, mod finder, 10 chance to find mods, melee damage, armor, and range damage. Okay, well, I guess we're figuring out some stuff for ourselves. Jesus Christ. Not gonna lie, I just kind of panicked a fair bit. Fuck. Jesus. Well, seems like I got a concussion now. Honestly, I don't know how to feel about it. Okay, one little healing here. Yeah, well, so far we deal with a concussion stuff, but that's okay. I don't know if that's regular or that sound out there. But nonetheless, I'm just gonna go ahead and get going back, shall we? So, how y'all doing? Right now I'm just trying to, you know, do some jobs around here.
What is it?
Alright, talk Zoe into coming
We
back.
didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Let's see. She joined up with a band of the Marauders. They hadn't hurt her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe. The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You pretty much did my job for me. Least I could do is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. Well, I say that's all that sort. That one of your weapons and armor items is broken and at minimum effectiveness. You should find a workbench and repair it. Okay, wise guy, tell me what's busted. This seems perfectly fine. Let's see. Back to the armor. The armor seemed fine. Let's see. There we go. Alright, that's a little bit of gear. What's next? Sorry, I'm just trying to, make sense of some stuff. Let's say modifications, that seems to be fine. General, yada yada. Quest items, junk. But it doesn't seem like anything of mine is necessarily broken. Yeah, I can still use it despite... What the fuck? Yeah, let's see. Hunting rifle, yada yada yada. Okay, a little bit of energy. Okay. Cool. Oh well, I guess that's sorting ourselves out. Deserter's reputation increased. Well, here we go.
Oh gosh.
Hold on. Yes, I'm seeming to be safe scumming, but what can I do?
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
Let's see. You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned.
Let's see. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
Let's see. Willing to make amends.
Make amends? Spare me. Only thing Reed knows how to make is a mess. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Let's see. Reed asked me to divert your power to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Let's see. Let's try and hear her out. What she got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
Let's see, what do you have against people that try to make a living?
It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery.
Let's see. Let's say I help you.
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Well, it seems like we'll be considering.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Well, I mean, I do have to admit, the town is utterly shite. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna go ahead and do whatever we think is right.
Okay, keep it quiet.
Yoink. Sorry, I just had to steal from there for a sec. Let's see, what do I do from here? Oh, hold on. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm stealing shit, but what am I gonna do? I need the items. What the hell do I get from point A to point B? Alright, I'm just trying to make sense here. Yeah. I mean, there's a good point about all the shit happening. So we just need to sort ourselves out a little, okay? Okay, so all we need to do is get to the diverter and see what we can do about most of the stuff happening. Okay, well, once I get to the building, I'll need to make sure that there's no marauders hosting the house. Okay, let me just see here. An electric gate, eh? This is gonna be a pain.
I always wanted to poke around in here.
So let's say in theory that we do pull it off. What happens then?
Oh. Incoming!
Well, feck. I just wanted to find a way around in. Let me see. Take those energy cells. Well, none I can do. Shite. Come on, come on.
Process. Incoming!
So this energy thing does work. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, this whole thing's going a little bit to shade. Alright, we got this. Thank you. Game through there, easy.
That's gotta hurt. Everyone all right?
Alright, come on. Oh. Well, it seems like we just managed to sort everything out there. Cool. Always about the Spacer's Choice, huh? I'm not exactly a fan of the faction due to how stupid some policies are. Error log, security error, schedule and stuff. Seems like it's quite the big mood in that saying. Okay, so on the looks of things, the goons seem to have busted through a door of some sort. So if they actually went to do that, then, you know, they tried to get back what was theirs, but the whole thing just failed. Okay. Wait, there's a vending machine here? Wait, there was one here the whole time and I didn't even notice. Wow, I am stupid. It's official. Sell that junk. What's next? Sell that way. What's next? Sorry, I'm just trying to think here. Assault rifle, light assault rifle. Okay, 2 types of ARs. But that's all fine and dandy. Okay, let's see. Armor type heavy, armor type medium with lockpick. That's kind of interesting, actually. Doesn't seem like too much of a deal, to be honest. Alright, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go in, do something about the power. I'm sure nothing bad can happen once I get there. You can both be admired and feared by the same faction. You are not mutually exclusive. Wait, they're not mutually exclusive. Interesting. Well.
The control room should be off to the right. I hope we're doing the right thing.
Security.
Here we go. Well, I kind of just burnt that to death. Okay. Come on. Jesus. Sorry, it's just, you know, some bits may end up getting a little bit hectic. Oh boy. Well, one thing's for certain, I'm not gonna like this. Okay. Plant status. Let's see. Access brought to you by Spacer's Choice. Structural damage detected. Redirect power to... Please activate all 3 electrical track switches. Well, it seems like we need to...
That'll be easy enough.
Yeah, it seems like we'll need to get the round switches, otherwise we can't do shit. Okay. Come on. What's next? I mean, I guess I could open it, see what happens.
I wish I could do that.
Maybe I should have been a little bit more wise on my stuff. Okay, enter passcode. To be honest, I didn't think I'd do that great. Yeah, I know that there's lore in it, but, you know, just reading all that stuff may not exactly be relevant. Doesn't matter what game I play, there's always a little irrelevant something. Riot control helmet. Interesting. Hold on, I'm just gonna go to the Parvati for a sec. Okay, let's see. One-handed melee. To be honest, that person will need more two-handed melee than anything. Let's see, determination. Let's just give her the heavy looking helmet. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we got 600 experience out of that. Cool. Okay, let's get those there. Check around here. I still got some energy left over. I'm trying to make sure that I don't go fucking everything up. Otherwise, you may as well just call me a giant goon. Oh boy. Hey, well, what do you know? We actually managed to take him down for the use of teamwork. Well, it seems like this AI might actually be good. Sorry, I'm usually skeptical about gaming AI, because on Skyrim they kept blocking my way a lot, and that was so annoying. You know, all that kind of stuff. We got riot control. Well, that's a dead plant worker there.
Two more. We'll pass them to Miss McDevitt's folk if we send power to the Veil.
Get away!
Jesus. Yeah, Jesus. Did anybody hear that? Just get away! Yeah.
Get away!
Hang on. We just gotta save the day, right? Okay, this won't be too much of a problem. Hold on. Yeah, hang on. I need to get the next box. Okay, where's that next box? Where is it?
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Mister.
Incoming!
Okay, hold on. Cannot use while in combat. You know what? Fair enough. There we go. And now we just sort ourselves out.
Where'd you go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
Definitely a good question. Okay, so we managed to get the steam off. Okay, got a necklace. Huh, workbench. Let's check this out. The workbench allows you to repair, upgrade, and modify your weapons and armor. Keep you combat ready in tip-top shape at all times. On each screen, first select the weapon or armor you want to work on and choose what to do with it. Okay, let's see. I only have like 3 weapon parts. Okay, let me see. Can I break down any of the parts that I currently have? Alright, got some weapon parts there, but I don't know what else to do with that. Damn. Okay, I'll need to go and find a mag of some sort. Yeah, one of those mag hacks. If I could just find that out, then it'll be happy days. No, wait, that's just a door.
Go away, Phantom!
Go away, Phantom, huh? Hold on, I'm taking a look down here, okay? I know one thing's for certain, I can hear something.
Not real. You're not real.
Here he is. Okay. He is definitely real here. Okay. Cell here. Just drop down.
Get away!
Okay, hello.
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot! Scram!
You look familiar. Do I know you? Yeah, let's see. Calm down. Not trying to hurt you.
The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw. See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Okay. Cannot imagine me.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
Okay, what is it that he does here, anyway?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon. I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
He was an engineer?
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries, repaired them, maintained, upgraded, did it all from my old workroom just over in the next section.
If you worked on these mechanicals, you must know a way to stop them.
Look, I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Oh. Okay, well, how about we persuade? Yeah, I could deal with mechanics. I made it this far, didn't I?
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer. I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could rewrite their targeting protocol so they attack each other instead.
Alright, mechanicals follow the behavior of logic module. Someone tampered with it.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
More or less.
There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at. Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
Okay. Just excuse myself for now. Okay, the bit cartridge, impact hammer, anti-whatchamacallit cream. Hold on, one sec. Hold on, wait, what am I doing with the other stuff? Let's see. Okay, now the power comes a stranger. The routing switch, the mechanical control terminal. Alright. Well, if we could just head back up, we should be able to soar ourselves with the other stuff, eh? Okay. Climb up. Okay. So, if I just climb up like this, then what happens? Yeah, there's the thing. Okay, modify behavior. Select new target. Error. Target intruders. Any attempt to alter say will be define intruders. Okay, there we go. Alright. Well, they ought to clean themselves up while we get to the next place. Damn. In hindsight, I should have checked in the other room, haven't I? I mean, shouldn't have. Oh well. At least we're getting through with this. Okay. So, next thing I need to do is just climb on up. Along through here, open this door.
Processing. Halt. Investigating.
Oh, jeez. Hey, what are you doing? Well, there we go.
Nothing personal, I swear.
Just leave it to the little buddy to just go ahead and cause some murder, eh? Alright, let me see. Just pick all that up. What's next? Yeah, I'm just trying to loot as much money and stuff as I can. Although I will have to admit, people are carrying like basically pocket chicken around here. Well, you know what? That's fine. It's better than some messy alternatives. Okay. What's next? What's next? Let's see. Okay, what's next?
Last. I'm not sure what the ride is. All I know is the decision's final. Where are we headed?
You're not really sure about this, are you? I mean, to be honest, I'm not even sure where the decision's headed. I mean, you know, we could talk about this all we want, but it's still problematic. Oh boy, this is gonna be a pain.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
Let's see. I wouldn't mind hearing her opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
Let's see, Reed told me war is gonna die without workers in power. Deserters are a community and can't just destroy what they built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred?
Okay, what about Reed?
That sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
Oh boy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something.
Yeah, fair enough. Don't worry about it, I was barely listening to you. I'm glad you did. I like hearing from you.
Really? I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
Yeah. Now, like, you know, she brought up some points. I was all for turning off the town, but what am I gonna do? Redirect power. Continue. We need to redirect power to Edgewater.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they didn't care much for me.
Zoro's reputation decreased. Yeah, it seems like we fucked up. Hold on, let me just take a look. Can I get reputation? Let's see. The deserters, which is sort of agreeable. Racer's choice, pretty friendly. Yeah, not gonna lie, you know, some things may be a little bit questionable, but what the heck. Hold on, let me just check on my Chrome for a sec, okay? Let's see. Okay, things being sorted out here, Alright. Sorry, I was just making sure everything was all going, you know? Yeah. I'm not gonna like this. So, let's just hope for the best, right? Oh boy. So I guess we're just gonna go ahead and head back to town, shall we? Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit worried about how things will go. But if things don't get too problematic, it should be all fine from here. But still, the things we have to do to get some shit done. That'd be weird. Completely shut up.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
She's gonna be mad.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve. I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
Reed needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
Let's see. Let's ask what happened.
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Oh.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for what you've done? Or you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Reed isn't just going to just leave his post. I'll need some help convincing him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
Oh boy. You think that'll convince Reed to step down?
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Alright. Well, y'all heard. Hold on. I'm gonna try and, head straight to Edgewater, talk to Reed. If I could just talk to Reed and get him to get lost. Jeez. Can't believe, that whole cure thing, it's like, human corpses. Yeah, all I can say is yikes. And also, my shoulders are exploding. Okay. Okay, I need to talk to Reed Thompson here.
Yeah, huh?
Hold on. Let's see. Leave the conversation, keep going along. If we could just get Reed out of Blackwater. Or Edgewater. Sorry, I was thinking Blackwater for some reason. Blackwater again? So yeah, now I'm trying to remember Blackwater. What was that in the gaming area? Okay, mate.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
Let's see. I spoke to Adelaide. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
You let Adelaide's son die.
Her son got sick with plague a couple years back. Company never gave us enough medication to treat the whole town. So I had to choose, you see. Adelaide's child or someone else's. She's never forgiven me. I don't expect she ever will. I have been holding this town together with both hands. You can't just expect me to leave. I'm a Spacer's Choice man. My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
Let's see. Hang on. Attack. Well, I tried. Hang on. Adelaide's people aren't getting sick with a plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good work ethic.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. The town doesn't eat anything but salt tuna. Of course you're gonna get sick.
You are disparaging our parent company, and it is not appreciated.
Well, if you eat nothing but salt
We are a Spacer's
tuna.
Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here, and only salt tuna.
Stupid policy. Let's see. Pretty sure it's your food that's making you sick. You need Adelaide's garden.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible. The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Persuade 15, shall we?
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
Okay, lie 25. Look, all I need involves really complicated math and it's work.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
Alright. Let's see. This can't be easy for you.
I've always tried to do right by my town. It has never been easy.
Yeah, what's his plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You won't last outside the walls.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
You don't have to do this, you know.
I do. Adelaide's found a cure for the plague, and she knows how to tend to crop. She's what this town needs.
Alright. Well, I guess we managed to convince her. Cool. Alright, let's see. Rusketh, voice guy could have raided you and opted not to. Well, I'm not gonna tell him to raid me every day. He did not raid anyone. Really? Well, it seems like he did a bit of a whoops. It's alright though. Wish you raided me instead. Well, it's okay. I mean, you know, sometimes people goof. I mean, you know, just because someone doesn't raid doesn't mean, doesn't mean that, there's a problem or something. Let's see, he never raids. Oh yeah, but I mean, to be fair, you'll need to, in order to convince somebody of that, convince somebody that way, you need to think, basically. I don't know how to explain it. But, despite the lack of raid, it's perfectly fine. I mean, I'm not exactly gonna fuss all about it. Let me check here. Okay. Hello, you sword?
Look at that. The snake's come back.
Let's see. I talked Reed in leaving. Come back to Edgewater.
I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other.
Hey, boys.
I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Alright, let's see. Adelaide's watch. Okay, cool. Edgewater's better off of you running the
You're
place.
telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
Yeah, but on the plus side, you'll make the place better without any plague and some stupid policy like eating nothing but salt tuna. Level up. Well, I say that all's a good here. Ah. Just went and bit my tongue. Okay, got power regulator. Yeah. Okay, just that conversation makes you feel the game is true Fallout. Well, yeah, it's made by the same developers who made Fallout New Vegas. Did you know that? So, congrats, you finally played the real Fallout 76. Or an up-to-date Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, of course you knew that. Jeez. Let's see. What the hell do I do? Increase NPC awareness, yada yada yada. Attack damage. Ethical tech leadership. Yeah, I'm bumping up all those points. Fuck it. There we go. Well, now we have conversation points. Your pumpkin said hello. Well, hello to the veggie. Just fine, make a joke, you know. Being a shrewd negotiator may cost you some friends, but you make up for it in bits. Let's see, increase your maximum carry capacity, additional ammo on vendors, base armor rating, companion crit chance, weapon durability loss, sprint speed, tactical time dilation recharge, average alone in a party, meters bumped up. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so I managed to sort out a little bit. Let me just see. Alright. Well, we got some decent points.
I know, I'm trying to think.
One of us want to go see what happened?
What happened? Sprat fell into a transformer again?
Oh, really?
It's okay.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Home is where the heart is. Marauders took that saying a little too literally.
Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much Edgewater stuff sorted, but hold on, wait a minute. Shit. Well, I better get back to Edgewater real quick, cause I forgot to do a little side quest. And you know, I'm just glad I didn't botch up already.
I've got some time.
Let's see. Hold on. This is probably gonna make me feel bad.
I've got some time.
Okay.
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Hold on. Just
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in... Oh, wait. It's just you. Near's killed me with fright. At least I know I ain't hallucinating. You need something?
Alright, what do I do? Wait, so this is Fallout World before Fallout. Kinda, in a sense.
I've got some time.
What do I do? Let me see. Hold on, let me check here. On tomorrow, and should bring a cache of yada yada yada. I believe he's dying. He needs a special cache of whatchamacallit. Esther can find you outside and suggests that you should give the medicine to her instead of Abentheth. Before the bombs dropped. Well, not exactly, but you could say that.
You want a Ming?
Okay, let's see.
Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. I don't know what that means. Is that some sort of medical condition? Is my plague getting worse or something?
Let me see. What do I do? What do I do? I'm gonna make this choice. Lurking, have fun. Yeah, love this game. Best Fallout game ever. Well, I'm glad you think so, Ampu. Thank you for the lurk, though.
Sweet life-giving Nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got.
Alright.
You're wringing the blood out of me. Here, you can have whatever's in my pockets.
There we go. We got some we got bit cartridges, and there we go. Well, I say that we're nice and sorted. With persuasion, the boot. No problem.
I've got some time. I can't say I'm pleased, but what's done is done.
Alright. Well, she ain't much pleased, but, you know, the guy needed the medicine. He really did. Okay, so now we can maybe get out of here and fly a damn ship. Who's ready to fly? Yeah, first let me just, you know, warp along. Let's see, Spectrum Vodka. A glass for every class. Sounds like something's gonna happen.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. I'm the only decent mechanic Edgewater's got, but every time I think of going back, I get this sinking feeling.
Well, you know, we can understand that she doesn't want to go back.
Well, it's kind of you to say that. And you're right. I wasn't happy. I want to ask you something, and you can say no. But can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. What do you think?
Alright, I don't see why not. Okay, let's see. I'd be glad to have you along. Pick a cabin, it's yours.
Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I got a captain.
Well, glad you're happy and all. Well, let's just go into the ship and get going, shall we? Alright. Oh, hey, mate.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Okay. Let's see, the Unreliable.
Yeah, huh?
Okay, let's see. Here we go. And now we just need to go ahead and talk
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain?
Alright. Let's see. Have
Do
a power
you
regulator.
know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Alright. Yeah, jeez, my back is starting to hurt. But yeah, we know how to install the little engineer function. So all we just need to do is climb up a little bit, take a look around here and there. Yeah, that was easy. Seriously, words can't express how easy as shit that was. Okay, choose to respect refunds all your skills and perk points, then you can spend them a different way. The price to respect will increase each time you use the machine. Okay, I'll admit, that's actually a little interesting. Toss ball stick, workbench, other shotgun, weapon parts. Okay, cool. Let me just set along here.
What can I do for you, Captain?
We've installed the power
Our
regulator.
systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Alright, well, let's get out of here. Alright, against all odds, the unreliable takes flight. Well, now we got ship flying. So that means we could probably check out other planets and stuff. Well, more or less, anyway.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Oh yeah, Phineas. Yeah, good. I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Let's see. Been feeling a little lightheaded, also I can slow down time. Let's say that.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Culkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Alright, cool. Let's see, why do I need a nav key? Hold on, wait, what? Let's see, why do I need a nav key?
Strictly speaking, Monarch is a moon, terraformed badly, and almost completely lawless. You'll love it. Captains don't fly their own ships, you see. Your navigation terminal handles the, navigation. Think of a nav key as a set of flight instructions. The board's been confiscating nav keys for Stellar Bay, so we must rely on unconventional means of acquisition. Hence, Miss Gladys Culkelly.
Alright, well, I guess we're gonna have a, talk.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
Alright. Well, we can put it to good use.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Maybe the bit. Hold on. Okay, so that's a navigation terminal, but first I'm just gonna go to the captain's quarters. For now. Let's see, Adelaide's deserters dreamed of an independent light without board oversight. You taught them an important lesson. Never dream. Oh boy. Well, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad now.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
Let's see, a holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companion that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Restricted areas are off limits to unauthorized personnel, and otherwise result in being attacked on sight. Alright. Well, guess we got ourselves a bit of experience there. But, I say that's enough time to... I say that's enough of playing Outer Worlds for now. Because, we've been at it for quite a while. So, I just want to go ahead and, play, what the hell was that thing? That was weird. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and, raid somebody. That cool? Probably is. Let me just, see here, okay? Yeah, hang on. Sorry, I keep thinking of that, I don't know, what is that tune that plays? I can't remember much. But anyway, I hope that you all have a great day, alright? And I hope to see y'all again soon on the next stream I make. Till then, y'all take care now. See yas.